Okay, now let's start the discussion, which okay, so the screenshot is available? Not. So here it is. We are done with this reaction. Okay, we are done with this reaction. Now we need to move towards the oxidation of alcohols now. Okay. Just give me a minute बेटे. हमें एल्डिहाइड्स और कीटोन्स में से निकालना पड़ेगा उस रिएक्शन को, क्योंकि मेरी इस फाइल में ऑक्सीडेशन नहीं है, I guess. Okay, now let's see. Let's see that we need to discuss about the oxidation of alcohol. So what will happen when we do the oxidation of alcohols? Alcohol is basically supplied, oh sorry, oxygen is basically supplied from where? It is supplied from this potassium dichromate, okay? This potassium dichromate is what this is basically oxidizing agent for us, okay? It's one of the best oxidizing agents in the chemical reactions usually. You see that the oxygen, this oxygen, you observe that this is basically the atomic oxygen, okay? The oxygen is coming from this potassium dichromate, and what is it forming? It will be just making this hydrogen and then another hydrogen remove out from the molecule, okay? And when it is just taking these two hydrogen atoms out from the molecule, it will be forming the formaldehyde. So what you just got to know, you just simply got to know that when you have the primary alcohol, this was the basically primary alcohol, methyl alcohol, primary alcohol, these both are the primary alcohols. When you have the primary alcohol, and you will be reacting it with what? With the oxidizing agent like the acidified potassium dichromate, what you will be having, bache, you will be simply observing that having aldehyde. Let me tell you, alcohol, and alcohol will be going to oxidize. It will be producing the the ketone, and on further oxidation, having a carboxylic acid. When reduction, the carbons will be having the ketone, and when you do the further reduction, aldehyde and ketone, you'll get the alcohols. सही है?
Yes, sir. So it's like a reversible
Now
reaction.
let's see this. The oxidation of alcohols, reversible reaction. You can reverse it. It's not reversible reaction. Are those reactions which are they just go on their own in both of the directions. But these are not that type of reaction, that type of reversible reaction. But if you have the aldehyde, you can convert this thing again into the alcohol. Okay,
Yeah.
and if you have the alcohol, you can convert it into the aldehyde. It depends that what you are doing actually. Okay, it depends that what you are clear.
Yes, sir.
Now let's see this. I want you to put the heading of the write the heading this one
Sir, your
with their name,
screen.
alcohol, and it will be forming the not visible.
No, it's not visible.
Okay, is it visible now clearly?
Loading. Sir, it's not yet, but it was.
Okay, it will come now. Give it a minute. Just note down this whole thing. As I told you that alpha hydrogen is what? The OH is attached with the carbon. That carbon is known as the alpha carbon, and all the hydrogens attached to this alpha carbon are known as the alpha hydrogen. Tertiary alcohols will not oxidize due to what? The aldehydes and ketones, due to what? The absence of alpha hydrogen. So that the OH will be attached with carbon, which is attached with the three different, so it is hydrogen, not able to produce it. Okay.
Sir, your screen isn't visible again.
Visible to you?
Yeah, now it's visible. Sir, I'm done writing.
Okay. You done writing with the whole thing?
Yes, sir, I took a screenshot of.
Because these, that's good. That's good. That's really good. Okay. So you need to remember what the oxidizing agent is. What basically the potassium dichromate. Okay. Acidified means the sulfuric acid was there. Okay. And primary and secondary alcohols will be giving us the aldehydes and ketones. Primary alcohols will give us the aldehyde. Secondary alcohols will give us the ketones, and the tertiary alcohols will never go for that. Now let me just take a moment here for a chain reaction. Let's see this. The carbon which is attached with the, sorry, OH, H, H, and H. And the reaction which I am writing right now, this is only for the primary alcohols. Okay. You got this point? What you have here, bache, that you had the primary alcohol earlier, and when you just oxidize this primary alcohol, you get what? You will be simply having the aldehyde, okay? And on further oxidation, of this aldehyde, the new coming oxygen, let me just draw the oxygen so you will understand the concept. Same K2Cr2O7 and the H2SO4 was there. Another oxygen is coming, and this oxygen will move and plot it in there. HC double bond O, then OH is what? This is the formic acid, means the carboxylic acid, okay? This is what formaldehyde, okay? And this is what methanol. Just note down this reaction as well with all these reactions, okay?
Done, sir.
Okay, now you're done with this. Now we need to move towards the next part here, which is basically the elimination reaction. What do you know about the elimination reaction?
Sir, can you repeat?
So
Hello?
before going towards the elimination reaction, now we need to go for some of. Yes, am I audible, bete?
Yeah, yeah, now you.
Okay. So what I was saying, okay, before going towards the elimination reaction, we need to go for the particular test. Okay, just give me a
Oh,
minute. Then we'll move to the particular test of the alcohols. Okay, so as we are done, as we have made the aldehydes and ketones from the alcohols now, so we need to go for the some test of the aldehydes and ketones, some distinguishing test. Now, just give me a minute. Let me tell you that what are the distinguishing test of the alkanes. These are basically the two common tests here. It's basically the feeling solution test and the tolerance reagent test. These are the two chemical reaction tests which you need to do for the distinguishing between the aldehydes and ketones. Now, I guess you know that what is aldehyde. Aldehyde is one basically carbonyl in center, one called hydrogen, another called it is R. Now the ketones, carbonyl in center, on both of the sides different or the same alkyls there. Basically, the thing is, these are the oxidation reactions. The Tollens reagent, the Feeling solution, the Benedict solution. These are the oxidation reactions. And let me tell you that the ketones are the very stronger ones, and they are not oxidized by these very weak oxidizing agent, Feeling solution, and the Tollens reagent. These are basically weak. Collins reagent test will be giving us what? It is a silver mirror test. Usually people say that this is a silver mirror test. Why does the silver mirror test and what does this mean? This means that you will be having a silver metal at the end of this reaction. So in the tolerance reagent, what is actually the tolerance reagent? It is basically a complex molecule. But in easiest words, you need to understand that the ammonium hydroxide and the silver nitrate will form this one. Okay,
yes, sir.
got it? Okay. So now let's see the very first here. This is basically the tolerance reagent test. Okay, and I want you to remember all these points which I've just shared with you because the thing is that the feeling and the tolerance, another one we can say Benedict solution. These are the three ones which will be distinguishing between the aldehydes and ketones. Other than this, there is no way.
Sir, should I screenshot them?
Yes, नहीं इसको screenshot नहीं लो ये वाला लिख. The reason, see this. This is what this is the ketone, and you are having no reaction. Okay, ketones don't usually get oxidized by these simple reactions. Okay, but aldehydes are the ones which will oxidize by this low oxidizing agents. Okay, by these reoxidizing agents. Did you get it? And this is what this is the aldehyde. Got it?
Yes, sir.
Done. So these two reactions. Note down these two.
Okay.
Done. Now see that what it is saying. It's saying that the in the equation you are observing that at the end we have the silver metal. Okay, we are observing the silver metal here. This silver metal will be doing what? This silver metal will be protecting. Okay,
Done, sir.
Got it? Okay. This silver deposition at the layer at the downside of the test tube will be telling us that this is basically a mirror. Actually, in the mirrors, we have the silver surface depositing on the back end of the mirror. Okay. You done with this?
Yes, sir, I'm done.
This is basically an identification that what compounds will give the positive tolerance test. You see, this is the alkyl halides. Oh, sorry, alkyl aldehydes. Usually, these compounds will give the positive test. Formic acid will give the positive test for tolerance reagent. Hemiacetals will give the positive test for the tolerance reagent. Okay. Alpha hydroxy ketones. Ketones gives the positive test, but those ketones which have the alpha hydroxy. Alpha hydroxy means what? Alpha hydroxy ketone means what? Means the ketone is attached on the alpha carbon. Okay. You see, the main functional group is this carbonyl. Carbonyl is attached with this carbon. This is known as the alpha carbon. If the OH is attached with this alpha carbon, so you can say that this thing will happen. Okay. You can say that this thing will happen. Got it? So it will become the diketo.
So this
Okay.
is
In the presence of
diketo,
the
right?
oxygen,
Yeah,
it will be
yeah.
producing the CH3. Yeah, it's dione. It's dione. This one is the dione. This one is prepared as the dione. Okay. तो ये पॉइंट्स अपने पास कॉपी कर लीजिए that these are the compounds which will be
Yes.
just giving the positive test for the Tollens reagent. Okay. इसके बाद then we'll move to the feelings test.
Done, sir.
Now let's see that we have another test which is known as the feeling solution test. We have the two feeling solution, feeling A solution or feeling B solution. Okay, feeling A solution is basically the CuSO4 salt, and feeling B solution is what? The sodium potassium tartrate, which is also known as the ratio salt. So put the heading of the ratio salt and just name it as the sodium potassium tartrate. So these are basically the feeling A and the feeling B solutions for you, bache. Got it? These are actually the feeling solutions for us. Now let's see the test. Then what is basically the test for these feeling solutions? Now let's see this. Feeling solutions, when just move into the aldehydes, what you will be observing the copper positive two ions just attached with this oxygen. Okay, the excess of oxygen, it will be producing the copper oxide. Earlier it was the blue colored solution. Okay, see the copper sulfate and the Rochelle salt. Rochelle salt, which copper sulfate is the blue colored solution. So when you are of the feeling